coming to you from the Indiana FFA Leadership Center in Trafalgar, Indiana. This is Corduroy Connect with your hosts, Derek Williams and Lauren Matlock.
Hello, I'm Derek Williams, and welcome to our viewers throughout Indiana FFA.
And I'm Lauren Matlock. Thank you for joining us today. This is Corduroy Connect, where we're sharing the stories that are shaping our future.
In this month's edition, we'll be highlighting upcoming leadership conferences, sharing details for chapter visits and district kickoffs, and recognizing the 20th anniversary of a fellowship center. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Here's a story of a girl named Julia who was wanting to serve in FFA. Kylie also had these goals, so did Blake, and even Lauren too. It's the story of a boy named Evan who was busy prepping for the rounds. Derek studied hard, Luke practiced interviews, and they all mastered Zoom. Till the one day when the Nomcom met these fellows, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow live their dreams. That's the way we all became the SO team. The SO team. The SO team. That's the way we became the SO team.
Now for today's stories from across the state. We have two upcoming leadership conferences for Indiana FFA. The first one is SOAR. This is a conference for students who are beginning their FFA careers, such as middle schoolers through sophomores. SOAR curriculum is on a 3-year rotation. FFA focus, such as opportunities in FFA, CDEs, and defining success. SAE focus, such as developing strong SAEs, work ethic, and goal setting. And an industry focus, such as opportunities in the agricultural industry, personal vision, and beliefs and values. This year's focus is opportunities in FFA. SOAR is a 3-day conference held on 3 separate weekends in October.
We also have FIRE. This conference is for older FFA members, sophomores through seniors. The curriculum is on a 2-year rotation. Present excellent focus, such as being a mentor, setting goals, and taking leadership to the next level. And future excellent focus, such as life after high school, advocating for agriculture, and creating a personal vision. This year's focus is future excellence. FIRE is a 3-day conference held on 3 separate weekends in November. Please check with your chapter advisor for registration.
Chapter visit materials have been made available for the month of September. You can access those materials through your ag teacher. Chapter visit curriculum comes in 3 different levels and can be modified by your teacher depending on the size, age range, and format of the class. The state officers are excited for you to participate in this curriculum, and we hope you enjoy your chapter visits.
District kickoffs are also coming to you in a different format this year. Kickoffs were held the first week and will continue the 3rd week of September. There will be 2 sessions, a large group and a small group session. The large group session will be pre-filmed and made available on the Indiana FFA YouTube. This will contain opening ceremonies, sponsor greetings, district Hoosier degree recipients, and a fun pump-up video from the state officers. The small group session will occur later in the evening and be held via Zoom. The state officers are excited to facilitate activities live and have a great time with members from across the state. That has been the news from across the state.
Now, on to the featured story. Here at the Indiana FFA Leadership Center, one of our most prized buildings, the Fellowship Center, celebrates its 20th anniversary this month. A while back, Lauren and I spoke with Kathy James, one of the individuals who originated the idea of the Fellowship Center, to learn more about its history and legacy. Here we were with Kathy James.
We definitely appreciate you jumping on with us, and we're excited to just have a conversation about the Fellowship Center.
I really appreciate this, guys, so much. FFA is such a huge part of the James family life, and it's just amazing the effect that Indiana FFA has had on our youth.
Kind of the first topic that is probably important to talk about is Valerie. I had the chance to go through some newspaper articles and whatnot and learn a little bit about Valerie, but We just, want you to share a little bit about your daughter and, her time in FFA and whatnot.
She actually, I can tell you, I think in her heart, she had no limits of what she wanted to do in FFA. Her feeling of the best weekends ever were heading down to Trafalgar, being there, and not coming home until Sunday afternoon. That's what she loved.
Yeah, so Kathy, another question we have is, what was your motivation for the Fellowship Center? What really got that started? What brought that idea to you?
My husband, about 5 days after Valerie's funeral, went out for a run. And he came in and he said, Kathy, I think God has put something on my heart. He said, I'm visualizing maybe a small little chapel in the woods down there at FFA, at the center. He said, that's where she loved. He said, maybe we should talk to Rick Nagel. And we sat down at our table and kind of scratched out what it would look like. And Rick said, maybe this will be a little bit bigger than we're thinking. And now, and we went down one weekend and walked around, and right there by the lake, Rick gave us like 2 or 3 options. And we said, yeah, right there. And of course, it's right there by the water, peaceful. And honestly, guys, when we started this, we had no idea that it would have the fruition that it does. We didn't. And it was by far not the James Family Fellowship Center. It's not just Valerie that passed. There are, as you know, you saw the pictures. Frank and I had a lot of parents call us. Their sons or their daughters would pass. They were real active in FFA. Those kids' legacy is right there at the center, and they're at the forefront. They're always remembered. When we heard there were going to be, the plans were all these bedrooms and this big, wonderful meeting area, we were overwhelmed. There were so many people involved, and it seemed like the banks in Indiana, they would match funds. And then RNC stepped in, and we had a conversation with them. They contacted us. They really made this happen.
If you just want to talk a little bit about, what you think about the lasting legacy of the Fellowship Center and where you see it going from here.
I don't think that there is an end. I think that if we really look at the scope of it, this must continue. It was so important to us that there was a firm foundation. You've heard the saying, you can't build anything on sand. And it was really important to us that this would continue. This wasn't just, a tent and then it would blow away. And so I do think that the lasting legacy, I hope, will be for generations to come.
The Fellowship Center will continue to serve as a memorial for those FFA members we have lost. It will also continue to serve as a place of reflection and retreat for groups staying here at the FFA Leadership Center. We would like to thank Kathy James and the center staff for helping us share this story.
That has been the featured story. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
For over 90 years, we have faced adversity.
Through challenges,
Changes.
and setbacks.
we have proven our strength.
We are not done.
Nor will we run.
It's time.
Indiana FFA. Embrace! This has been your monthly edition of Corduroy Connect. Once again, I'm Lauren Matlock.
And I'm Derek Williams. Until next time, Indiana FFA, stay golden.